Dear students, welcome to our channel and today's topic is histology of testes, and in this we will learn about both LS and TS of testes. So first is the LS of testes. So this is our testes and it is oval shaped structure and it is covered by three layers. What are these three layers? These one. Outermost is our tunica vaginalis. This one is the outermost layer and it is fibrous in nature and it will provide protection to this testis. Second is our tunica albuginea and this layer projects inside the lumen of this testis and forms some compartments or lobules. These are called the testicular lobules. And what is their number? There are approximately 200 to 300 testicular lobules in one testis, and inside these lobules what is present? These coil structure called the seminiferous tubules. In one lobule there are approximately 1 to 4 seminiferous tubules are there. So in one testis, what is the number of this seminiferous tubule? There are approximately 900 seminiferous tubules present in one testis. So it is our second layer, that is the tunica albuginea, and the third and the innermost layer is our tunica vasculosa, this one, and it is highly vascular. And this whole structure or the lobules are present in a tissue that is called our interstitial tissue. This part is a tissue or a connective tissue that is called our interstitial tissue. Now you can see inside this compartment or lobule what is present? A coil structure that is called the seminiferous tubule, and this tubule is responsible for the formation of sperm. So when this part straighten up, you can see this one, when these seminiferous tubules straighten up and forms a network, all these join together and forms a network that is called our rete testis. And now this rete testis will open into fine ducts called the vas efferentia, and this vas efferentia opens into a highly coiled structure that is approximately 6 meters in length and is called epididymis, and it is present at the posterior end of this testis. And this epididymis is divided into three parts. First is called the head or the capute epididymis, which is attached to this vas efferentia. Second is this second part, central one, that is called the body or the corpus of epididymis, and the last one is a cauda or the tail epididymis. So this epididymis is very important for the sperm development because here the sperm will be stored for approx 18 to 24 hours, and in that duration what will occur? These sperms mature. After maturation the sperm will go into this structure that is our vas deferens and finally into the urethra. So this is the LS of testes. So this is the TS of testes, and in this you can see there are some circular structures present. What are these? These are the seminiferous tubule which are present inside the testicular lobule, and these are highly coiled. So in transverse section you can see the internal part of this seminiferous tubule. So this seminiferous tubule is composed of two type of cells. First you can see these are pillar like structures or triangular structure. These are called the Sertoli cells, nursing cells, and also one name for this is sustentacular cell. So these Sertoli cells are also called the nursing cell because they provide nutrition to the developing sperms. So nourishment is provided by these Sertoli cells. So that's why these are called the nursing cells. Second, you can see these are cuboidal layer that is called our germinal epithelium. So this is called the germinal epithelium, and that is responsible for the formation of sperm. So from this the sperms are going to form, and you can see the different stages of spermatogenesis inside this seminiferous tubule. So in connective tissue, that is called interstitial tissue, what are present? A group of cells, and this is called interstitial cells or Leydig cells because it is present inside the interstitial tissue. And what is their function? These cells, these interstitial cells, are responsible for the production of male sex hormone, that is the testosterone. So this is the TS of testis. So if it is helpful, please like and subscribe our channel. See you in next lecture, and in next lecture we will learn about the accessory glands of male reproductive system.